Typhoon Yolanda, with the international codename Haiyan, wreaked havoc in the Philippines when it struck last November 8, 2013. Considered the most powerful storm in the recorded history of the country, it affected 1,473,251 families and resulted to 6,300 casualties. When disaster strikes, how should Asian universities respond? The United Board for Christian Higher Education in Asia wanted to contribute in some way by reaching out to the network institutions in the affected areas. Hence, the International Conference and Service Learning Program on Disaster Response, Community Resilience, and the Role of Asian Universities. It was jointly hosted by Central Philippine University, University of St. LaSalle, Silliman University, College of St. John Rojas, and Philomer Christian University.
The 5 universities in Central Philippines have responded to Yolanda, and we are blessed with the goodwill that they have generated by helping the communities in Panay and Negros Islands, and some of them, especially in the north, in Philomer Christian University and St. John's University, have been themselves heavily affected by Yolanda. The sense of service by Christian universities to their communities in times of need has created much goodwill. We in the ISL therefore benefit from this. Our 12 host communities are open to us mainly because their alumni, who are their local leaders, and because of the appreciation of those communities for the good work that these universities have done.
The event, which lasted from June 28 to July 11, 2014, was participated in by 8 institutions in the Philippines and 18 institutions from other Asian countries. The international service learning participants were divided into 12 teams for the community service in 2 areas in Sagay City in Negros, 8 areas in Iloilo, and 2 areas in Rojas City. Why service learning on disaster response, community resilience, and the role of universities? Service learning combines meaningful community service with instruction and reflection.
What we do is education for service, living lives for others, not just others who live with our immediate circle of family and community. That's easy. We're connected to them. Empathy would naturally extend to them. But for people related to us only by their humanity. Caring for them enriches our own humanity. This International Service Learning Project is about learning from them, using the skills that you have learned at university and lending a hand, using those skills in practical ways. This ISL is a practical way to share our humanity across cultures, languages, and geography.
lectures, physical labor, and sharing of insights, service learners learned how communities can be both fragile and resilient in the face of natural disasters.
My thesis to you is that calamities that are by themselves already deadly and destructive become tragically disasters when, because of human failures to be at peace with nature and with each other, the calamities become deadlier and more destructive.
Service learners learned the importance of understanding and respecting nature and being responsible for the environment.
So Haiyan, the strongest storm to make landfall, no? Science tells us that if you have 1.5 kilometers of mangroves, a wave 1 meter high will be reduced, no? The energy will be reduced so that it becomes just 5 centimeters after 1.5 kilometers. Without that mangrove width, the wave remains at 75 centimeters, still strong.
Through the service learning experience, students and teachers from Asia discovered that learning to serve and serving to learn are the two sides of education, which bridge the classroom and the community, the textbook and the context, the academe and real-life situation.
Masaya kasi nakakatulong ka sa mga tao. Nakakapagod kasi ngayon first time lang natin gawin to kaya hindi pa masyado sanay yung katawan natin sa mga ganitong bagay.
It was my first experience to do tree planting, but from that experience I learned that we need to take care of our environment more because from the tree that we plant today, it will grow up and will take care of our grandchildren.
Every day here, and everything is so awesome. The people are so friendly, and we do not a lot of things, but we do something that makes them very happy, and I'm also very happy about what we do. It is really fulfilling, like it's really service learning because we serve and we learn at the same time. I'm learning with my buddy Yan, so we're partners and we live in the same house. We're really thankful of our host family and we learn so much, like different activities, and we love Suyak Island. It's really like a good place for us to do what we want to do and to serve other people, so it's really great.
Kag nagapasalamat gid ako nga ini nga lugar sa Suyak ang isa sa napilian nyo man nga kadtuan dire. Madamo gid nga salamat sa inyo tanan nga pagkadto dire.
United Board of Trustees Father Ben Yebrez challenged the service learners to share their experience with their universities.
You will have some way of sharing your experience here with your presidents and vice presidents because it's really important that they themselves begin to value your input and your experience. Because in the university world of today, universities are just simply pressed to this competitiveness and ranking, which does not count working for the poor. But as universities of Christian origins, we tell them that at the last judgment, you will not be asked how high your ranking was as a university. You will not ask how many publications you had. You will be asked whether you fed the poor.
The program ended with everyone having learned a lot about disaster response, community resilience, and the role of Asian universities. Community partnerships were strengthened and new friendships were made. Above all, there was a common appreciation of the strength of being together as a global community, and that Indeed, there is much hope for the future.
The United Board came to visit our school when our classrooms were still roofless, when we had no electricity and we had no running water. They listened to our stories. Now the United Board is back, bringing with it this wonderful program of the ISL. The horrible experiences of the storm are transformed into something positive, productive, and enriching. There is hope that when a disaster like this comes again, the people of Iwahig, of Capiz, of the Philippines, and people elsewhere will know what to do, they will survive, and they will rehabilitate faster. And all of this is because there was a call for help, and the United Board responded to that call. Thank you and mabuhay, United Board